Hey folks, Rich here, South Florida Beekeeping with Rich. So last night we had a Broward County Beekeepers Association meeting. My buddy Gus, who went to the conference last week, brought me a great T-shirt. So thanks, Gus. It's a great T-shirt. Now, the meeting last night, our presenter was Amanda Johnson, and Amanda is the president of the Heartland Beekeepers Association, which includes Highland, Hardy, DeSoto, and Glades counties up in Central Florida. And she was there to talk to us about the Hives for Heroes program. Amanda has become the Florida representative for the Hives for Heroes program. And it's her job to spread the word and to act as the contact person and get veterans, first responders in contact with mentors so that they can begin learning beekeeping. And the reason for that, well, her reason for it, is that in her own life, she went through a very traumatic experience and was having trouble dealing with it and moving forward until fate brought her into the hands of a beekeeper. And as she put it, the first time she held a frame of bees in her hand, she was finally able to get out of her own head, and a great feeling of peace and calmness came over her. She could lose herself in the bees, and that helped her to begin her healing process. So, with that understanding, she decided she wanted to be a part of this program because first responders and veterans are often somewhat adrift after they leave the service and they come back into the world. They don't know how to cope and how to do things. And as it's been pointed out, when you're beekeeping, you suit up, you face your fears, you get a surge of adrenaline, and then you use training to accomplish a set of goals and tasks. And it helps veterans, particularly, to learn to use their skills in a general civilized environment rather than the military environment, and it helps them to cope with the world in general. So it is a way for veterans to achieve some peace and to move forward from there and develop their lives. Now, as I said, Amanda Johnson is our state contact person for Hives for Heroes. And I want to tell you a little bit about the program. So there at the moment is about 4,100 heroes and mentors involved in the program, managing about 52,000 hives. The organization started out of Houston, Texas, has a large presence there. It's a national nonprofit service organization for both active duty and veterans and first responders. It's a 3-year journey, basically. The first year, you get your PPE and you work with a beekeeper mentor. You learn what you need to learn about bees. You get into the apiary, you work with the bees, and when you and your mentor feel you're ready, after 1 year, you'll be given a split of bees to start your own hive and to grow from there. In the second year, it's that growth period where you're actually working with your own bees as well as your mentors. And with any luck, then in the third year, you will have achieved the point where you can become a mentor to other people. Now, this is the state of Florida, and we happen to have the good luck of being one of the 17 states in the country that has a master beekeeper program. And this organization, it won't pre-fund you to take this training, but if you take the apprenticeship program for the Master Beekeepers program with the state of Florida, You complete the apprenticeship level, they reimburse you the $250 for it. You go on to the intermediate level, it's a $300 course, you pay for it, you complete it, they reimburse you the $300. You take the master beekeeper level, they reimburse you for it. You take the master craftsman beekeeper level beyond master beekeeper, $250, they reimburse that to you. So well over $1,000 worth of training and certification that you can get at no cost to you if you are part of the program. Now, of course, again, what they expect in return for all of this is that you will mentor people yourself going forward from there. You're going to pay it forward and help other people who want to get into beekeeping. There is a great deal of corporate sponsorship from companies like Hewlett Packard. There is apparently a lot of installation of hives on corporate properties and on public properties in different states to be managed by people in this program. There's university buy-in across this, University of Florida, of course, LSU, Texas A&M, Mississippi State. A lot of other universities are involved in this program, both in the training part and in helping with the establishment of bee apiaries, basically, for the training purposes. It's a national nonprofit organization. So that's mostly what I learned last night, which is a whole lot more than I had learned in the year and a half or so I had been hearing about this program beforehand. So Amanda Johnson for the state of Florida is a contact. Our county contact is Leo Gosser, the guy who started the Broward Beekeepers Association more than 20 years ago. So the infrastructure is in place for us to begin helping veterans and first responders who want to learn about beekeeping and its benefits. And that's all I have to say in this video about this. So everyone have a great and happy new year, and I'll see you next week.